Now then, guys, welcome back to my one season wonder with Liverpool, and it is going well so far. Other than the last episode where we lost the game against Celtic, we've played 2 games since. Let's just jump straight into it, shall we? We've got Leicester today, and then we've got Porto in the Champions League. Hopefully, 2 decent wins. Roll the intro. And this is it. 2 decent wins. Brighton 2-0 in the league. Mappet and Henderson scoring. But we did have a couple of injuries to Salah and Lallana, which is not great. And we followed that up by a nice win. Actually, it was a good win against Arsenal, 3-1. Trent Alexander-Arnold scored. We had Robinson got himself sent off. Then Arsenal scored with Pepe. And then Firmino and Origi just kind of stepped up and we won 3-1. It was a good game to see. So it was pretty decent. Harvey Elliott having to start. These injuries we'll look into in a minute, actually. But we've got Leicester today, who are 4th in the league. And then we've got Porto in the Champions League group. And if we have a quick look, obviously we were actually dropped down into 2nd place. We've qualified already. So have Porto. Obviously with that loss against Celtic wasn't great. But we're hoping we'll bounce back with a win and we'll finish top of our Champions League group. We are currently 3 points behind Wolves, which is just crazy at their top of the league. So hopefully we can start catching Wolves, overtake them. We'll have just a quick look. Obviously, the Liverpool are in the semi-final in December for the Club Championships, which is soon. We've also got the European Super Cup, which we won at that. We've got the FA Cup still to come. The Community Shield, we didn't win that. And the Carabao Cup, we're still in that, aren't we? We are still in that. We're at the quarter-final. Where's the World Cup? Oh, the Club World Championship starts in December. That's what it is. So, yeah. So, we've got a lot of important-ish games coming up. We've got some injuries, and we probably will start to get a few more injuries. What's the finances looking like in the club? That's what I'm interested in as well, to see how much dollars in the club. And it's pretty decent. Also, I've just seen we've got a £98 million transfer budget in January. Now, that is going to be... That's the most money I've had to play around in January ever. I'm really pleased with that. I don't know who we're going to sign. I'm all excited now. Who do we need to sign? What do we need to sign? Let's get Gareth Bale in. Probably a centre mid. Looking at that. Or left back. I don't know. I've got a lot of money to play with. It's going to be fun. Enough talking anyway. Let's get into this Leicester game. This is how we're going to be lining up. Obviously due to injuries. And like I say, Lallana is out injured for 9 days. Robinson is suspended. Nathaniel Klein's still coming back from an injury. We've got Gomez, who is out for another 2 weeks near enough. Salah's on the bench. He's not fully fit. He's not going to come on. He's just on the bench to make up numbers, to be honest with you. And that's pretty much the team. So this is how we're going to be lining up. Got Alisson in goal. Arnold, Mappet, Van Dijk and Milner as the whole back 4 there. Again, left back, maybe someone at left back to cover for Robinson, maybe. Henderson and Keita as the midfield duo. And I think that's going to be how I'm going to be doing the midfield duo. No, I think I'm going to bring on Wanyama, actually, because he's been doing all right recently. Harvey Elliott, Chamberlain as the attacking midfielder. Mane on the left and Fabinho up top, who's on 14 goals for the season. Origi is on 13 goals for the season, which is just crazy as well. So, Origi, not a bad player in the Premier League. Who'd have thought it, eh? So, and also, he scored a few of them by playing on the left. So, I was tempted at one point to not play Chamberlain and just play... I kind of wanted to look at Leicester's team and play 2 strikers with Origi and Firmino, but I'm not doing that yet. Get some sort of 4-2-2 going on. We'll do this. I'm excited to see how Leicester actually line up with their team. So, they've got Pereira, Morgan, Evans, Chilwell, and Ndidi. So, they're playing the 4-3-3. Gray is definitely the weak link for them. I've now said that he's going to score. Also, Morgan, actually, at centre-back. Shianchu must be injured. So, looking at the bench, they've got Ward, Bennett, Pratt even, Iniacho, Albrighton, Amati. So, yeah, they must have an injury to Shianchu. So, they're centre-backs, really. I'm kind of happy with trying to face these centre-backs. Chamberlain picks the ball up here. Can he do anything with it? He has a shot, goes high. The game just feels a little bit rough there, didn't it? I don't know if it looked a little bit rough to you guys, but it didn't look 100%, did it? So it's 0-0 at half-time. As much as I like to see Leicester doing well in the Premier League in Football Manager, because that never really happens, Keep on going. We need to win this. I probably should have gone a little bit harsh on. I'm going to tell them to demand a little bit more straight from the bat. And we've got a watch for Tielemans and Ndidi. They're definitely Leicester's two strong players. Vardy up top is still going to be a goal-scoring threat. And he does score against Liverpool. That's one of the things, his stats. Harvey Elliott there, a good win. And that's Trent Alexander-Arnold, though. Should have done better. Goes for the slide tackle. Lucky not to give a penalty away. And Barnes has the shot off. So, yeah, definitely Vardy's one to watch out. And the two midfielders are just really, really good. But no one's really performing that well. And I'm thinking bringing Mane to that left-hand side. Harvey Elliott off. Bring Origi onto that left-hand side. Put you as a winger. And we'll do that for now. Hopefully Origi can create something. Demand a little bit more. We're not really doing much. And it's all seems to be Leicester at the minute. And it's not great. Gray plays it to Tielemans. Out to Ricardo. Who's going to get the cross in. Milner's not really there. Demarai Gray then is in plenty of space. Vardy's there with a header, close range, but luckily Alisson is there just to hold on to that. Mane's not having a great game. Alright, I'm going to do this. Chamberlain can play on the right. Then Minamino can come on the left. No? Yes? Where does Minamino actually want to play? On the right. So we'll put him on the right as a winger. Chamberlain can play in the centre. It's not really done much there, has it? Still kept Mane on the pitch, and I've got really no one that can play on that left-hand side. There's Chamberlain, Milner can play that. Wignano, can you play up here? No one really can play in the attacking midfielder role. Well, we could probably do that, actually. And then bring on Nketiah for Henderson. There we go. We've made the changes. I've not really, obviously, it's just changing personnel than actually changing the system. And I probably should start looking at doing that a little bit more instead of just leaving it. But Mane wins the ball. Can he get the cross into Origi? There's no one actually there. Where the hell is everyone? Why is there no one attacking? There should have been someone in that box there. Right. Minamino picks the ball up. Nketiah plays it out wide to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Maybe I should start playing Minamino instead of Harvey Elliott, to be honest with you. I'm obviously putting a lot of pressure on the young kids starting these Premier League games. Probably should really come on as like a sub near the end of it instead of starting him. But obviously the injury to Salah and just trying to get things right. But Vardy's in here. Through the back, has the chance, and he probably should have scored that, Jamie Vardy. Are we going to throw points away against Leicester here? We've got a chance to go top if we win this game. So we just need to do well here. Come on. Chowdhury with a big tackle in midfield. Trent Alexander. Oh, no, is that Minamino that's losing out? It is. And it's just Leicester again on the attack. And have we just given a penalty away? We have given a penalty away right at the end of the game, near enough. And that's James Milner, an experienced player. Just, it was like a no ball as well. Gray was nowhere near going to get it. Vardy takes the penalty and scores it. Makes it 1-0. And this 98 million we're going to have to spend, we're going to have to spend it wisely. Because it's not looking good, is it? Brent lost in the week. And what have we done there as well? The players are just all over each other. Probably should have gone 4-3-3 maybe. Don't know, Milner picks the ball up. We need to get a goal back here. Okay, Origi's in. He's offside though, isn't he? Told you. Origi's in, offside. That's going to be our only chance. He's massively offside as well, unfortunately. And then Minamino picks up an injury as well, just to rub salt in the wounds. So we're going to be... We're just struggling. Absolutely struggling. We lose 1-0 to a stupid penalty that Milner gave away. And if we want to win this league, this is games we need to win. We're currently still in second place. But look at this injury list. Lallana, Klein, Gomez, Minamino. I'm not really... To be honest with you, the only big ones is Gomez. Lallana's actually played a bit of a decent season for us so far. And Salah, really. There's the two kind of big ones. We'll send the assistant there. We've got 4 days to prepare. We finally lose after 8 games being undefeated. So we'll get into this this Champions League game and see how we get on. So in fact, everyone else has just played. We played first, and we dropped down into 3rd place on 37 points. Wolves are still top after losing to Manchester United. So we're still in the chance of winning the league. We just need to slowly start to get a lot better at this, don't we? Right, do I need to... Or to accept the players. Nathaniel Klein's not going to be in there. Just having a look to see who's not going to be in this team. Van Dijk needs rest. Gomez, 11 days. I'm just having a look to see who... I want to get Harvey Elliott into the squad. Origi, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Adrian. Who's this guy? He's the other goalkeeper, isn't he? So I'm just going to put you out. Do I need 3 goalkeepers? I need 3 goalkeepers, apparently. Lovren. You're just a young... Yeah, I'll take you out. I don't know who you are. Pedro. Out. Harvey Elliott in. And I think that is going to be the squad for that. Here's a big injury. Van Dijk is now injured for 10 days. Oh, for fuck's sake. What is with this game and injuries? Like, my Leicester save I've had going, loads of injuries. And obviously we are playing a lot of football, but what is going on? I just don't get it. So, I don't generally know who we're going to have centre-back. I really don't. Robinson don't appeal against the ban. I don't know. He's going to be out a little bit longer, unfortunately. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the state of this team. So Van Dijk is injured. Obviously, he's not actually injured too much. Minamino's out injured. Who have we got at centre-back that can actually play at centre-back? Lovren. So our centre-backs are Lovren and Mappit, which is absolutely wonderful, really, isn't it? Salah can actually play. So Salah's going to do that. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with 2 up top, because 13 goals and 14 goals apiece is definitely something that I want. Firmino can be a deep line forward on attack. Inverted winger on support. Salah as an attack. Henderson, Wijnaldum as the midfield 2. Back 3, obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold. I need to get someone else on the bench. Again, can we have a look at the youngsters? Because, oh no, they're not registered, are they? Again, I'll just put Gomez on the bench for Minamino's injured. Just because we need to do that. But Van Dijk's injured, he's on the bench. We'll see how this goes. We're playing like a fluid counter-attacking football, which I might change up, you know. To like, I don't know. We'll just do this for now. Counter-attacking football with Liverpool. Do I go more possession-based and try and just build up play? Try and control it a little bit more, maybe? I've not really played around with that, but I like the counter-attacking football. And if it doesn't work having 2 up front, Firmino can actually drop down in the attacking midfielder role. And I feel like they're going to score here. I know, it's a good tackle there. A knock tackle block even from, I think, was it Lovren maybe? With the block, but it's still Porto. Plays it out to Milner. Obviously, definitely not a left-back. I'm thinking some of that money is going to have to go on a left-back. Chilwell from Leicester. That's going to be a big money move, though, isn't it? Salah's in. Henderson with the shot. Can't get there with Wijnaldum. Back to Milner to Henderson. To Salah to Henderson. Out to Trent to Alexander-Arnold, who scores the goal. Puts us 1-0 up. I struggled to say his name, but that is what we needed. That's something we couldn't do in the last game. We just played it around quite nicely there. I just need to think. If you had 98 million to spend in January and you had this Liverpool team, who on earth would you sign? Because that's the difficult bit. Definitely, I feel like we need cover at left back and maybe centre back. Oh, there's the goal. That's not what we want, is it? It's not what we need. Drops us back down into second place. It was a good goal from them. We're not going to watch it again, though, are we? We don't want to watch it again. We just want to keep going. I'm getting a bit warm. The hair's getting a bit... What the hell is this all about? Are we going to have 2 losses in a row? Just no one's marking him. What is that all about? Why is no one marking him? Interesting. See, do we just try and shore up the defence and hopefully get everyone to keep scoring up top? Or do we get another attacker in, like a winger on that left-hand side? I know we've got Mane and we've got Salah, so it's not really a big problem. We've got players there, like, there we go, Jordan Henderson scores. Midfield-wise, we're all right. Just to think, yeah, maybe defence. Maybe get a left-back in, maybe get a centre-back. But who would you sign? Who would you sign? And like I say, it's only one season I'm here for, so I can look at signing like Ramos or like someone from Real Madrid. You know, just someone that's been around for a while who's a solid centre back, something like that. But we can just bring him in and just use him for just the rest of the season. That's not a bad idea. I might actually have a look. Right, it's 2-2. They picked up a yellow card. Salah's going to take this free kick, and he's going to hit the post, unfortunately. I'd love to sign... I could maybe sign Ronaldo. I generally have the money to do it. Whether we would want to come or not, I don't know. Again, we're only like season 1 into it, so it'll have to be a lot of money for Ronaldo still. But that wouldn't be a bad signing, would it? Ronaldo to Liverpool. He wouldn't come. Regardless, he wouldn't come. Something like Messi, he wouldn't come either. So my 2 striker idea isn't really working. They're not performing that great, so I'm thinking of just kind of dropping Firmino there, kind of doing that, and put you as in like attack. Just do that and just go back to the 4-2-3-1 and see if that makes any sort of difference for them two to have a bit of a better game. Rigi being a bit poor. I'd say though, Mo Salah's had probably the best game he's had for a long time. Getting 2 assists. All he just needs to do is just end it with a goal. Who am I going to start in? Oh. Fabinho's having a terrible game. Let's just bring Chamberlain on in the centre. And just swap them 2 round. We'll do that. We'll do that for now. When Yarman's on that yellow card. We're just not... Ratings-wise, it's not been great. It's not been a good performance from us. And it wasn't great against Leicester either. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to change some sort of tactic round. But Salah picks the ball up. Cuts in on the middle. Keeps going Salah. Finds it to Milner. Milner's going to cut in, probably get the crossing. No, he doesn't with his left foot. Chamberlain just picked the ball up. When Yana to Mane hits the post. Anyone in to like get the rebounds, the scraps? No. Again, I need to think about resting players though. That's the other thing. I don't want to overplay them. Trent Alexander-Arnold is looking knacked, but there isn't... Fabinho will come on. I don't really want Arnold to get too injured, to be honest with you. He's already had an injury already for us this season. And then... Cater for... We'll do that. We don't want a red card in the next for the next game, you know what I mean? But we've made the changes. It's probably going to be a goal now. A draw would be alright. We wouldn't actually top the group, though, which is not ideal. Origi picks the ball up and we could get a poor draw. But then again, did Liverpool not do amazingly well in the group stages this year? I can't quite remember. It's still obviously going on. I know it's in the knockout stages at the minute. Keita wins the ball here. Plays it to Origi. Origi to win it for us. Origi to win it for us. There we go. The one-on-one. It's a bit of a scuff goal from the goalkeeper. Probably should have done better, but that is what we needed. And Keita wins the ball there in the centre. Plays a lovely pass to Origi. Picks the ball up. I thought he was going to get tackled and then just hits the shot. Hits the back of the goalkeeper's legs, but still goes in. Has that just enough power on it to go in. It's a corner, though, late on. Do not concede a late goal, whatever you do. Chamberlain, out to Mane. Can we get another goal? That'd be nice if we did. Mane gets the cross into Origi with the shot. Origi with another goal. 4-2. Origi should be my striker, I think, instead of Firmino. Oh, what's my hair doing? It's a bit hot in here. It's getting a little bit sweaty. I'm going to look minging for the stream, aren't I? But Mane, though, nice little cross. 15 goals for Origi now. Again, the goalkeeper should have done a lot better. And we now finish this game quite comfortably, 4-2. and we top the group. That is what we want. Well done, guys. And I'm tempted to start looking at making signings and stuff now. Now I know I've got that money to spend. We get more money there as well. We get £20,000 for winning in the leasing trophy. That's fine there. We'll send the assistant there. We'll do that. We've got more money there. Liverpool received 1 million for some sort of prize draw. The board accept us to finish in the semi-final. We'll praise Origi for being awesome. And we'll have a look to see where we're going to come back next. And it's probably going to be, when I actually click on the schedule, do you want to see the World Cup semi-final? Probably not. I don't know. I'm going to play through and see how it is. It's going to be loads of games really close together. And obviously, it's going to be one game. We'll see what we get in that. And we might just play the final of it. We should get through to the final and win the World Cup. So we'll see how we do there. It's either going to be Southampton, the final, or I don't know. I really don't know what we're going to do with it. So I'm going to have a look, do a couple more offline episodes, not episodes, but offline games, and just to see how we get on. And yeah, hopefully we can actually bounce back in the league, get a couple more wins. It was a bit of a poor episode with that loss to Leicester City. It's made me look terrible. I started off quite well, looking all right when I started these older recordings. Now look at me. Anyway, so it's been an all right episode. We've topped our group in the Champions League. We've got the Carabao Cup quarter-final and the FA Cup coming up in a couple of weeks' time. That's definitely going to be an episode. I say in a couple of weeks in real life in Football Manager, not in real life in real life. And then we've got the World Cup coming up. So we've got a lot of games cramming, and then we're starting getting to the business end of the season, and I've got all that money to spend as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you're staying safe wherever you are. Take it easy, and I'll see you in a bit.